Friends, I always tell my students that if you want to make any positive change in your life, any worthwhile change in your life, first you have to change your habits. Your habits are the keys for a big change in your life. Same thing is true about English also. If you want to change your English, if you want to take your English to the next level, you have to develop your English habits. I have made a nice video about that. Link is given here. Watch that video. I have told about habits and how habits impact your English. Friends, in this video, today I'm going to tell you about the most important English habit that will change your English grammar, your vocabulary, and your pronunciation. If you think that your poor English communication is due to grammar, then you are wrong. There are many people who know all the grammar rules. They are perfect in grammar, but they can't speak confidently. On the other side, there are some people who don't know much grammar, but they are very confident speaker. It's not the grammar that's the problem, it's the confidence. That's the main issue. We have fear of English. That's the main issue. Dear friends, another problem we have is we have weak emotional personality. We get hurt very easily, we worry a lot, we get angry quickly, we are not able to make decisions properly. This is the sign of weak emotional personality. If you want to work on your English communication, your soft skills and your confidence, then I have developed a completely different course. The name of the course is English Communication and Confidence Therapy. This is a program which I have designed from my 17 years of experience and my practicals. Friends, this is not a very common course where grammar is taught, but this is a completely different, unique course where I used psychology and my experience to train the students. But remember, this course is not for everyone. But before telling about this course, let me tell you who I am. I'm a PhD in cryogenic engineering. But my passion is to train students for English communication, soft skills, and emotional personality. I'm doing this since last 17 years. Well, I have helped thousands of students to develop their English communication, their confidence, and their mental toughness. Now, before telling about what is this course about, let me tell you what is not there in course. This course is not a grammar course. In this course, I'm not going to teach you grammar. Grammar you already know, and grammar is not important for communicating confidently. Number two, this is not any online which is a recorded course where a video link is given to you and you have to download and see. No, this is not a recorded course. Number three, this is not any short-term course, shortcut course where you will be Superman in one day or in 1 month. It's not like that. This is not a course where you will be given 80% and 90% discount to attract students. It's not like that. We have a fixed course fees. This is not a course which is an app-based course. This is not an app where you can speak in English in 21 days or 30 days. It's not like that. Then what is this course all about? This course is a live training with me personally. It is a live training with me. And this is a long and rigorous training program. Second thing is, this course will give you permanent solution for your English communication problem, for your confidence problem, for your emotional problems. So this is not any shortcut course. Number three, this course is a course where only 10 students are selected. I'm not going to select more than 10 students. This is a VIP batch. Only 10 students will be there in this course. This course contains a lot of psychological techniques which will help you to speak confidently, to communicate confidently, and to be a good public speaker, be a good presenter, as well as be mentally tougher. But this course is not for everyone. I get hundreds of emails every day, but out of them, I'm going to select only 10 students. For that, I'm going to conduct video conferencing session with them. And after that, if I feel you have the hunger to learn, only that student will be selected. So friends, all the information is given in the description. Read the description, email me, my team will contact you. So thank you and learn with passion. Friends, expecting to improve your English, improve your confidence, your communication without changing your habits is like expecting to start a bike without fuel. That's not going to happen. If you want to change your English, first you have to change your habits. And the most important habit which you should have, which you should acquire is reading. Reading is the very powerful habit which will help you to develop your English grammar, your vocabulary, and your pronunciation. In this video, I'm going to tell you about how reading impacts your speaking, impacts your writing. I'll tell you about which books to read, and I'll also tell you about how to read these books. That's going to help you immensely. So let's start. Let us take how reading helps you in speaking. See here, if you want to speak fluently in English, of course, you need grammar. All right, you must be able to speak grammatically correct English. To develop your grammar, there are two new ways which I have found from my experience, from my study. These two ways are reading and number two is listening. Plus, it must be combined with reading, listening, plus surrounding. You should have a surrounding of English. Well, surrounding plays a very vital role in developing your confidence and in developing your grammar naturally. We develop our grammar from ears. We develop our grammar from eyes. So that is a natural way of developing grammar. But there are some people, some students who are using the conventional methods of developing their communication studying the grammar books. What they do is, after completing their education, they again go and study the grammar rules. They go and by heart the grammar rules. They go in depth and study all the rules, all the grammar rules in detail. Friends, I'm not saying that grammar is useless. Already have said that grammar is important for school. Grammar is important to understand the basics of English. But once you understand that enough, now you have to actually apply that grammar in real life. And to know that, you have to read regularly, you have to listen regularly. Means the grammar which you have studied, you have to see how it is applied in real life. And that's possible when you read regularly, when you listen regularly. Friends, I made one video, that is, link is given here. Grammar is useless. I got a lot of good comments about that. Many people told me that they also have the same experience about how grammar is not helpful in speaking. But there were 2-3 negative comments about that. I think these were grammar teachers who got offended. I want to tell to these grammar teachers that, see, I'm not here to close your business, or I'm not saying that your methods are completely useless. What I shared is my experience. My students are getting the results from my methods, and I'm doing my training since 17 years. You can see my feedbacks. Students are very happy with my training. If your methods are good, continue with your methods, teachers. Why you're worrying about your business? Your business will flourish. But still, if your methods are not working, like my experience was, my methods, the old grammatical methods were not working. I stopped them and I changed them. If you have the same problem, use my methods. That will also help you. Okay, friends? So let's move to the next part now. Okay, now let me tell you how reading helps you to develop your grammar. Actually, I will not use the word grammar. I will use the word feel of a language. Feel, F-E-E-L, feel of a language. Let me explain you this. Let me give you 2 sentences here. For example, this sentence is there. I came yesterday. And second sentence is there. I was come yesterday. Which sentence is correct according to you? Of course, first sentence is correct. All right? Well, how do you know this? You know this because you have developed feel of a language. Okay, you don't know the grammar, you don't know how grammar is used, but you know that the first sentence is correct. How do you know? Well, the reason is very simple. You have read this sentence many times before. Many times before. Due to this, when you now heard the wrong sentence, your brain tells you that this is wrong. This is called as feel of a language. This feel of a language develops by reading regularly. You have to read English regularly, repeatedly. When you repeat these sentences, when you read these sentences again and again, your brain develops a language pattern that is called as feel. Okay, many people call it as grammar. I call it as feel. This you understood? So reading helps you to develop feel of a language. That feel of a language helps you to speak grammatically correct. Now, let's move ahead and understand another thing I told you. To speak fluently, you have to develop grammar. To develop the grammar, we need another way, that is listening. Okay, reading, as I told you, number 1. Number 2 is listening. Now, when you listen again and again and again, easy and understandable English, you develop an English pattern in you. I repeat again, when you listen easy and understandable English, simple English, again and again, you develop the feel of a language. Well, same thing is true with your mother tongue also. If someone speaks a grammatically correct wrong sentence in your mother tongue, you can very easily figure out. Why? Because you have listened, you have heard those sentences, correct sentences many times. And when someone speaks a grammatically wrong sentence, you can easily figure out. But in case of English, there is a problem. Most of the English English learners, they are not able to understand fluent English speakers. To listen to the fluent English speakers and to understand them, the problem they have is they don't understand the words. Now here understand, what is a word? A word means a word has pronunciation and a word has a meaning and a spelling. To understand the fluent speakers, you have to understand the pronunciation and you have to understand the meaning of the word. So reading helps you in that also. See, I have made one video here, how to develop vocabulary. In that video, I have told everything about how to develop vocabulary and how to understand the pronunciation, how to develop the spellings, and how to develop the meaning of the word also. That will help you immensely. So in a nutshell, what is the bottom line? What I want to say is, if you want to develop your speaking is equal to reading every day plus listening every day. These are the two habits, reading every day and listening every day. These habits help you a lot. Okay, as I told you, I'm going to make a separate video about how to listen and what to listen. But let us continue with the same video now about reading. Now, let us move forward. Now, writing. Reading also helps you in writing. Very simple it is. There are many writers who are good readers. If you want to be a good writer, you have to be a reader first. Reading regularly develops the feel of a language. As I said before, good writers who write grammatically correct, they don't understand which grammar they are writing. They don't remember the grammar, but they are writing grammatically correct sentences. How? They are good readers. They read regularly, and when they read regularly, grammar develops in them naturally. Okay, now what is the bottom line? If you want to be a good writer, if you want to write grammatically correct English, you have to be a regular reader plus regular listener. All of you got it? Now, the last part of the video is which books to read. Wow, this is a very important question. Friends, I say that read easy and interesting books. First, why easy books? Well, grammar is easy. You don't need complicated words in that. Simple sentences must be there. That is easy. And why interesting? Because if a book is boring, you will not continue and you will dump the book. You will not read further. So read easy and interesting books. Which books are easy? Well, I'll say comic books are easy, like Tinkle. A book with picture is very easy to read. Comic books, they're very easy, they're very fun. Read those books. But remember one thing, while reading, read the book loudly. This will help you to develop your mouth muscles. This will help you to develop your tongue muscles, or it will make your tongue flexible, adaptable for English. Because our tongue is speaking our mother tongue, in my case Marathi, mother tongue, but it's not speaking English since many years. So our tongue has become stiff, rigid. So for that, you have to read it loudly. Well, I'm going to make a separate video about which books I read and which books have impacted me in developing my psychology, in developing the training which I give. A separate video will be for that. So dear friends, as I told you, if you want to change your English, you have to change your habits. And the most powerful habit is reading. Alright? Please write in the comments which book you read. I want to know from you. Alright? So continue with this habit. I will be there with you with the next video. Thanks a lot and goodbye.